Kevin Harlan along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg here. It's all tied. We're in a crucial Game 5 of this first round Western Conference matchup. This is what the playoffs are all about. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Portland Trail Blazers. A quick check now for starting lineups for both teams. Taking a look at Portland with the series tied 2 games apiece, a chance here to retake the series lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
Well, it's no secret, guys, that in this situation, the winner of Game 5 goes on to win the series the vast majority of the time. So they don't want to let this one get away from them. They have to go out on the road and win Game 6 in hostile territory.
Yeah, must win in a Game 6 on the road, not the position you want to be in. I agree, Steve. They'd like to handle business here with their fans in front of them in a more comfortable environment at home.
The Jazz shoot their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first. So he gets them both.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Summers the pass to the professor. Here's the Wizard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Kicks it to Summers. The pass to the Wizard. Just 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The Trailblazers rebound. Dishes it to Summers. Pass to Brock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. The Trailblazers had shot just 1 free throw early. 1 for 1 in the game. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, the head coach for the Jazz gave me just a couple of moments to catch up with him. I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room, and he said, I told them the only way we can lose is if we beat ourselves. There's no way that if we play our game, there will be any other result. Certainly a lot of confidence in that pep talk, gentlemen.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Insanity. The shot no good. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They're feeling confident after Tuesday's big win.
Seemed like they hit every big shot they had in that game. Kevin, their offense was clicking, but really clutch in big moments.
That's ideally the way you want it to unfold on the road, Steve. Don't even give the fans a chance to get into the game.
And no good. Trying to use the glass. Trailblazers on D. The shot's good from Black Hole.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The shot. Here's Ebanks. The layup off target. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. That's tipped. Here's Insanity. Shoots. And there's the time to finish it off.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on the... ball defense to trigger the transition up. Opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Here's the Wizard after the basket by Utah. Pass to Insanity. And that one's good. The Insanity's got his first 2 points. Portland trailing here. Heat defended by Ebanks. Here's the professor. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here is Summers. Good. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Markin, defended by Brock. Here's Markin, rejected by Brock. There's the Professor, and the layup's good off the glass. The Professor's got his third basket of the night.
Well, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Here's Markin. And he dunks it down. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
Here's the Beast. He passes to the Wizard. Here's the Beast. And there's the pass to Insanity. Good on the three-point shot. The Insanity's got 5.
Looked like the defense was totally scattered on that fast break. Nice job taking advantage there with the wide open 3.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight. A little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
Pass to the next. Here's Black Hole. Throws it from deep. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
Boy, they really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast break groups, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
Here's the natural after the made shot from the Prodigy. Here's the natural looking for his first basket still in this one. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer, and the jumper is good.
And he should thank the defense for those 2 points. Really, nobody paid him any mind there.
Here's Summers, and blocked. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. Well, that's a collection of assassins you see on your screen right there. Just deadly. They were the most accurate shooting guards in the regular season. Well, you take a look at Insanity, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good. Oh, what a play!
Oh, look at that.
That is a
Bring him down the house. Oh my goodness. Did he use a launching pad to elevate like that?
I think he did a catapult. He was flying high.
Oh, don't question. He was all over the rim.
Shots good from Black Hole.
Both teams on fire right from the opening tip.
Pedal to the throttle, Steve, just like we like it.
Summers the pass to the Wizard. Here's the Beast. He kicks it to Summers. Passes it to the Wizard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. From outside the arc, count the bucket. The Wizards got 5 now.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove.
Here's the natural. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. To the middle. A good finish at the rack off the slip feed. And now it's an 8-point Trailblazer lead.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, but I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Black Hole passes to the natural. Here's Black Hole. And Utah again with the bucket. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, I think he believes that if he takes some time here to kind of talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Here's the Wizard, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
How about that? Slamming it hard over the big man.
Jazz trailed by 8. Here's Clarkson. Blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. stolen away. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Some solid defense there from Sean.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the look. His teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
The Portland may have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the Jazz making a change here. The Jazz have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. Stolen by Henderson. The finish finishes the break with a slam.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Feeds it to George. To halt the run, gets it to go.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Trailblazers leading by 10. He dishes it to Grant. No good on the triple.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Well, they've got to meet the energy that they're facing right now. So important to battle on the board.
Here's Henderson.
Huge play. They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
George passes to Hendricks. Clarkson defended by Sharp. 4 on the clock. Utah needs to get off a shot here. They get it back. Number 24. And it's blocked. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Sharp, the pass to Williams. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
The shot's good from Hendricks. Trailblazers leading by 12. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. Of Dia. He feeds it to Williams. And he makes no mistake on the shot. Done. Well, now they're just going to town.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Fires it up. Now, here's Grant. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And we're back here at Game 5 with more action about to get underway. And Steve and Clark, Trailblazers, pretty much in control here.
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Utah. Back to Walker. The pass to Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. There's the dish to Henderson.
Looked to me like the defender didn't get squared up and get his feet set.
Good work by the officials. A nice call. That play can be tough to judge sometimes.
Utah's on defense. Down by 12. Pass to Walker. Mark at 6. Twyman. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Jazz trailed by 14. And here's George. Sexton. Henderson defending. Gets the bucket.
Late reaction from the defense, and he's always going to make good on that.
The Trailblazers shooting a scorching 68% in the game. He passes to Sharp. Now the feed to Henderson. Kicks it to Grant. Makes it off the glass. Grant's got his first points of the night.
Excellent execution of the plan there.
Utah's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. start here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Trailblazers leading by 14. It's tipped. And now here we go with George. Nobody back. And laid in to finish the break. And here's Portland. Here's Sharp. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Now let's take a brief moment to see which teams were the best at shooting the ball from deep in the regular season. Fifth best, the Trailblazers.
Boy, this team has an awful lot of confidence, Kevin, from behind the three-point line. I think in large measure because they have multiple three-point shooters. They don't have to rely on one or two guys. They've got a number of capable three-point shooters, and that gives you confidence as a team.
Here's the natural, defended by Sharp. No good from the natural. The Trailblazers on offense. It's a 13-point game. Dishes it to Summers. Pass to Sharp. Here's the professor. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's the natural. Misses the weight. Portland leading by 13. Sharp, the pass to the professor.
Right there. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
The Jazz making a switch here. Pass it to the natural. Here's Insanity. Cracks in the tray. The Insanity's got his third basket of the night right there.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. He gave him a wide open look there.
LeBase passes to the Wizard. He kicks to Summers. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Jazz trail by 12. They get a hand on it. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. 6 to shoot. Leads him in there.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Well, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they're taking away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Feeds to Ebanks. Shot clock at 6. Here's Markkanen. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Defended by Ebanks. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
That's a major mental mistake. I mean, there's no other way for me to describe it. He didn't know where he was on the court. That's a basic fundamental. You have to be alert to where you are.
There's the 3. The Jazz again can't hit it. Trailblazers leading by 16. Summers the pass to the Wizard. Here's the Beast. He dishes it to Summers. Portland moving the ball around. One-on-one fast break.
High and down hard. That's
right.
brothers. Every jaw in this arena just went to the ground.
And they're going to stay that way for a while, I think. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
what
boy.
a point.
Stunning stuff, guys. That was incredible.
Black Holes checked in for Utah. Jazz trailed by 14. There's the pass to Insanity. And the call will go against the Prodigy. That's his first foul.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
Here's Insanity. 8 points for him. Here's Ebanks. No good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Deflects the pass. And now Utah, fast break. Here's Markkanen. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 8 points for him.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Here's Brock. Here's Insanity. Shot denied. And they'll keep possession. No good from the natural.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Here's the professor.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. Aren't they? Have to build up the lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Brock. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Insanity. He feeds it to Ebanks. Keep it down with both hands.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Defended by Ebanks. Some solid defense there from Ebanks. Jazz trailed by 12. Pass to the natural. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. The Naturals got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
No good from Brock.